Rawlins, is it good to be back in action, having played 3 days out of the 4 days of cricket in Sussex?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It's been exciting through a very weird period of time around the world. But no, it's been nice to be back, be around the boys. The sun's been shining here in Hove, so it's been nice to get outside and play some cricket again. Yeah.
Yeah. You left Bermuda. You guys had what, about 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks to get ready. You played a practice match. The runs aren't there yet, but what do you think you need to do to ensure you spend more time at the crease?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not been an ideal start with a duck and I think 13 or 14 in the first game, but I mean, that's how cricket can go. I could have had a whole preseason to prepare and it probably could have still started like that. But yeah, I mean, the preparation probably hasn't been ideal what we wanted. But everyone's just cracking on and just making sure that we use our time wisely, really. The little periods of time that we have in between games now. We're back playing again on Saturday, so back to training tomorrow, Friday. So hopefully, we get enough in, which I think we will. We've got enough time, enough coaches around, and the players helping each other out. So yeah, I mean, it's just about using our time wisely and just making sure that we get what we need in.
Is this an opportunity for the players who are on the fringe or maybe out of contract next year, because you have so many teammates either with England or in South Africa?
Yeah, I mean, most definitely. I think, for a lot of people, even just around the circuit, not just at Sussex, I think there's a few of us in our last year. And I think also it gives people an opportunity to show, and stake a claim for next year when the county championship's properly back in play. But no, I mean, we have a young team here at Sussex this last week. Was nice to play with. I think we had 9 academy graduates, a pretty local team, and it was nice to beat a Hampshire side who had a few established pros in that team.
Yeah. Looking at what you guys have been able to do over this short period of time, and pretty much everybody's in the same boat, how do you think it sets you guys up for the remainder of this particular season in this trophy competition?
Yeah, I mean, to start off with a win like that inside 3 days, pretty convincing as well. I think it sends a statement to the other, 4 counties that we play or 3 counties that we play, in the Bob Willis Trophy. I think it just sends a little statement to show that, even though we're young, we're hungry and we want to win and we know how to win, because winning in that fashion, shows a lot of character and a lot of skill. But, I think, it's nice, to be back to winning ways. Obviously we struggled towards the back end of the year last year in the county championship, but no, I've enjoyed, my time being back, and it's nice to, like I said, start off with that convincing win.
You guys don't score many runs in that first inning, all out, and I'm sure go to bat in the evening. What were some of the things the coaching staff was saying to you guys in order to keep you in it?
I think we knew that, we should have got, more runs on that wicket. It was a good cricket wicket. Had enough in it for seam as it spun. But if you got in, you could score runs. And we just knew as a batting unit that we didn't have enough. But we knew as a batting unit we had to back up our bowlers. And we had to hold on to our catches. We had to back them up in the field, dive around, throw ourselves around and back them up and try and bowl them out for as low a total as possible. And we couldn't have asked for more from the bowlers in terms of the way they started. They set the tone early and they bowled straight. They literally just bowled, the areas that we wanted. And we managed to pick up 4 that evening, which was handy because, if we would have came back the next day and they were 2 down, it would have been definitely a different game.
You're sitting in the pavilion, day 2, less than an hour to play your next stop. You get a chance to go to bed. It's a long walk out there because you're thinking 2 things. I'm only assuming you're thinking 2 things. 1, let's get off the mark, and 2, let's be here for the morning. Was that going through your mind?
Yeah, I definitely, tried to get to the end of the day. I think I went in with 2 or 3 O's to go. But I wasn't really thinking so much about, getting another duck. I mean, those things happen in cricket. And I've already had one before in my first class career, so it wouldn't have been the first one. But no, I mean, yeah, I was just looking to do a job for the team, and yeah, it was nice to do that and do the job and get to the end of the day. But unfortunate to not kick on the next morning. But again, that's how cricket goes. It could have went a different way, and I could have got a few more runs. But just looking to build on that little start, I guess you can say. And hopefully, Saturday, Sunday coming up, there's something in store for me.
How much time have you put in for Burling? Because I saw you had turned on a few in the practice match, and then in that this particular match, you wrote those 2 overs getting the wicket. Listening to the commentary, it was a rank short ball that was kind of mistimed, but sometimes that happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, actually, I've been building a lot, in training and obviously in the two practice games, and it's been coming out, really well. And everyone probably would have thought I would have had a lot more overs to bowl in that game because of the surface. But no, the surface probably suited the off spinner coming down the hill more than me bowling up the hill because the seamer's actually got quite a lot of energy coming up the hill, with a bit of pace and bounce on the wicket. But I was quite happy. I didn't actually see myself bowling at all in the second innings. So it was a bit of a surprise, bit of a shock, but it was nice to get a wicket. I didn't bowl as well as I would have wanted to, but yeah, it was nice to pick up a wicket and but like I said, it was more suited to the off spinner coming down the hill, and I was just excited. I was excited for him on debut to pick up 5 in the game and help us to win a game.
With so many teammates over in the English team, how are they getting on? Because they actually start a test match, I believe today. Today, it's underway, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice for him. Obviously, we got Ollie Robinson back and Salty back for this game, and they'll definitely be around, I think, for most of the rest of the season. Ollie, depending on if he gets called back into the test team, but the way they're going, it looks like they have a few more bowlers, ahead of him at the moment. So it's nice to have him around, and it's nice to have Salty back, who came back into the team on the back of 100 or 50 odd balls or 40 odd balls against Ireland, and he showed why he was in and around England stuff this week, getting 2 half centuries in the match. But no, it's nice to have those boys back, showing a bit of experience and showing their skills and their talents with us. And hopefully long may it continue for the rest of the season.
You have a quite of a motivator as a coach in Gillespie. What are some of the things that he's doing differently with the team to keep you guys motivated and keeping you guys grounded now that you've got this good start?
Um, I think it's just leading into definitely that first game. It was just all about confidence for the boys. He just pumped everyone's tires up, and everyone seemed to be in a really good place for that game. And that's the sort of guy and the sort of character, sort of coach he is. No matter the situation, he just tries to always see the positives in it and keep driving us on to keep doing more positive things. It could have easily been a downtime in the change room and we got bowled out for 170, but he was up and about, and I think that gave us a big lift going into the field and helped us to bowl a team out for 130 or 140, whatever it was in the end. But yeah, I know it's very positive no matter what, and it's nice to have that around you in the dressing room, and times are hard.
You guys did honor the Black Lives Matter movement before the game. For you as a player and one of the only black players in the Sussex team, what does that mean for you around your teammates?
Yeah, I mean it was very powerful. Something that you probably thought you wouldn't have seen on the cricket field. But no, it was very powerful, and it meant a lot to me. To see the way that not just my team, but the Hampshire boys supported it as well, and it just shows that there's a lot of people behind us as black players, and it's important that these messages are brought across and are shown to the public, very strongly. And no, it meant a lot. And, like us winning, hopefully long may that support continue.
Well, I know you got other things to do, but I want to thank you for your time and good luck this weekend. we'll be keeping in touch with how things are progressing with you in Sussex.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
All right, cool.